Tosses one to the back. That brings up second down. Second down for the home team. Quarterback to pass. He throws the screen out to the sideline. That gets us to third down. Third down and long. He hands it off. Chicago uses their first timeout. Fourth down.
Sometimes it's a good strategy to play the field position game. Get yards when you can and hope for a good stop on defense so you can give it another go closer to the end zone.
Charles punts it away. Grant catches the punt. Makes the return up to the 26. Dropping back. Incomplete. Second down. And it's off. Let's see what the call is on third down. The home team uses their first timeout.
A conservative run call on third and long. You don't want to unnecessarily take any risks there and end up in a situation that's difficult to recover from.
He punts it away. The kick is caught at the 31. Tackled after a return of 13. He drops back. He tosses one way down the right side of the field. That will move the chains. He lets one fly. He's tackled by Coleman. Good enough for a first down.
Nothing puts the defense on their heels like a quick first down. It backs them up and keeps them guessing.
He drops back to pass. Intercepted by number 37.
It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback bounces back after that pick. The offense will be looking to turn that turnover into points on this drive.
Steps into the pocket. Complete. Forced out of bounds. Up near the 25. Second down. Number 14 steps back into the pocket. That gets us to third down. The QB steps back into the pocket. He can't bring it in. The punt's away. Taken at the 21. Tackled after a return of 9. The home team begins the drive from the 30. Quarterback to pass. Heaves a pass deep over the middle. The home team will call their second timeout here. Good enough for a first down.
That's a well-executed pass for the first down.
Drops back into the pocket. And they can't connect. Incomplete. He steps back to pass. He can't make the catch. He makes the throw.
Nice.
That'll be enough for the first down. The second quarter comes to an end. A tie game so far. 7-7.
And here we go with the second half, folks. It's time to party with the hardcore.
Lining up for the kickoff. Copeland sends it off. Harvey catches the kickoff, shaking off the tackler. And he's brought down after a return of 15. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Emma Adams. Emma, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Dave. I had a chance to discuss the first half with the coach for the home team. Ball security. You hear about it all the time. It's one of the central parts of every good team's game plan. And he said it's one of the main reasons his team is having success in this game. He also mentioned that they were showing great discipline by taking care of the football and doing what they were coached all week to do. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks for that, Emma. He hands it to the runner. Brought down almost immediately. That brings up third down. He drops back. He lets one fly way down the field to the sideline. And that's enough for a first down.
All right, let's go, fellas.
He makes the handoff. That will bring up second down.
Disappointing play. They should have gotten more yardage.
Throws one. The pass is intercepted. He's tackled by Dixon.
Dave, he's been staring down that receiver all day, and the secondary is just keying on it. He wanted a big play, but he gave one up instead.
Oof, that was bad.
Makes the handoff to number 35. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what the call on the field is.
Jimmy
Chicago will accept the penalty.
Discipline goes a long way when it comes to avoiding costly penalties.
Tight end on the right side.
Jimmy Bag of Donuts has got to watch those penalties, guys.
Number 14 with the handoff.
Five tackles for Nelson. Unbelievable game he's having so far.
Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. Complete. He steps out of bounds. Third down.
3rd and 5. They're probably looking for the running play.
Number 14 with the handoff.
And they still missed it.
He continues to move the chains and keep this drive alive.
First down. The handoff is taken by number 35. Second down.
They're in spitting distance of the end zone. They keep running those run plays, and they're looking for that.
Number 14 hands it off. Tackled quickly. A penalty marker on the play. Let's see what the call on the field is. Chicago takes the penalty.
Penalties can be real drive killers or savers.
Number 14 under center.
Unbelievable. They're going to end up scoring another touchdown against Shelbyville because they keep doing stupid things on the field.
He takes the ball. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
On the short runs, we usually see a changeup with the halfbacks, but this guy was not getting off the field without points.
Copeland kicks it up. It's good. Chicago moves into the driver's seat. 14-7.
With plenty of time left in the game, they'll need to get to work on defense if they want to hold on to that lead.
Yeah, but Shelbyville's going to have to show up with some defense to make it a threat.
Copeland kicks it. The kick is caught at the 9. And he's brought down after a return of 15.
The home team has a great opportunity to get back out in front of this ball game on this drive.
See what Harvey has to bring to the table this time around.
The runner breaks out of the tackle. Tackle made by Poole. Second down.
Man, Anson Guyton, just for that 3-yard loss, he's got to be feeling that.
Coming out in the gun.
Man
Drops
in motion.
back into the pocket. He sends one to the right side. And it's off.
Long throw by Harvey, but it didn't make its intended target. Still stuck at the 22 at this point.
Play action fake. Tosses a pass. He dodges away. Stop by Chambers. That will bring up first down.
Reception by Stephen Hoke, who was the Johnny on the spot with that one. Well done.
Harvey handing it off.
Three-yard gang on that one for Guyton.
Second down.
Hey, you guys want in on these fries? Sorry.
Drops back into the pocket. Throws one. Past the first down marker.
Oh, nice jump.
Forced out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
He almost made it, too. He jumped that first tackle,
First
but
down.
he just kind of got taken down after that too quick.
Harvey makes the pitch.
Iverson got stuffed before he could take that ball anywhere.
Throws one out to the sideline. He can't make the catch.
Man, throwing into traffic like that is going to hurt this team.
8 play of the drive.
Shelbyville needs to stop throwing into traffic and look for men that are open.
He makes the throw way downfield, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
You can't blame the quarterback for taking a shot there. They weren't in a great situation on third down and needed to chuck it downfield to try and pick up the first.
Charles punts it away. The punt goes into the end zone for a touchback.
The away team has the chance to make this a two-score game with this possession.
Shelbyville's
First and 10.
Shelbyville's got to stop with impulsive plays and take their time.
Quarterback to pass. He makes the throw up the middle. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call on the field is.
Holding.
There looks to be an injury down on the field. The home team will accept the penalty.
That's a tough break for them there.
At least they got one in their favor this time.
Number 14 makes the pitch. Finally stopped at the 30. That signals the end of the third quarter. Chicago up so far, 14-7.
And Shelbyville just doesn't have an answer for this
Number
offense.
14 will operate from the gun.
They're just running play after play, and they're not stopping the runner.
He sheds off the defender.
You gonna eat those onion rings? No? Let me get those.
Fourth play of the drive.
There we go. Oh, sorry, guys.
Punter on the run. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down.
Risky play. And now the power dynamic will shift. We're 3rd and 4.
He hands it off.
Once again.
That will bring up first down.
Once again, the running play has no answer from Shelbyville. Just let the guy through. Just let him through.
He drops back to pass.
Long pass.
And he can't connect. Incomplete.
That was a wild throw. That was going to be out of bounds long before it ever reached its destination.
Second down. Number 14 pitching it
Potter
out.
got it. And he was stuffed
Third
back.
down. Number 14 lining up under center.
Looking for some green light action here.
Number 14 with the handoff.
That time to
That'll
Fisher.
bring up fourth down.
John Nelson's taking another one down for Shelbyville.
The offense will kick this one away. Gonzalez on the punt. And the punt sails out of bounds around the 14-yard line.
This is a good position for offense to be in. It's a one-score game, and they've got a good opportunity to go down the field and get some points.
Harvey handing it off. That will bring up second down.
Sachs managed to get some ground that time around. Very impressive.
Tight end right for the home team.
Jimmy Sachs with 2 rushing yards, 13 yards total. Not a productive game.
Harvey dropping back. He flings a pass down the middle of the field. Stop up near the 38-yard line. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Sean Dixon, the receiver on that play.
He makes the pitch.
Oh, man.
Second down.
Didn't have the ball in his hand 2 seconds, and boom.
3 receivers for the home team.
They just cannot move the ball against
Harvey
these guys.
with the handoff. Tackled quickly by Horton. Third down. A crucial third down for the offense.
Guyton with 15 rushing yards, 47 yards total. Receiving yards, 42. Impressive numbers.
Taken down. That brings up fourth down.
That's a safe play on third down. When you've got a long way to go, sometimes you're better off just picking up a few yards and kicking it.
And what are you supposed to do when you're not able to just put numbers up?
Charles on the punt. The kick is caught at the 18-yard line.
This drive represents a great opportunity to send the defense reeling. Another score to extend their lead would give them the ability to exercise a lot of control in terms of play calling.
The away team with the play action. And he will be sacked in the backfield for a loss of 10, second down.
That was an upset. Well done by Jensen Payne. 5 tackles and now 1 sack for this game.
Number 14 steps back into the pocket. And he misses his mark.
Almost intercepted.
Third and long.
Neither of the passing games are particularly good during this game.
That'll bring up fourth down.
That's a safe play on third down. When you've got a long way to go, sometimes you're better off just picking up a few yards and kicking it.
4th and 12 with 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
He punts it away.
Hoke with the reception.
Number 14 takes the kick. And he's brought down after a return of 10.
Let's see what the offense can do with this drive. I'm sure they'd love to go down and put an end to this lead they're facing.
They have a limited window to do it, too, with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. They better move if they're going to move.
Harvey steps back into the pocket. He throws one off to the sideline. And he safely steps out up near the 48.
Harris makes the reception.
Tight end right for the offense. Makes the throw. The pass is intercepted.
The second
He's
time this
down
game.
by Aguilar.
The quarterback is beside himself after that ill-advised throw. Points off of turnovers is an important statistic in football. If the defense can prevent them from executing here, all of the momentum built up from that turnover will be lost.
He makes the handoff. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down. Up at the 45, the home team calls the first timeout.
Incredible. They just can't stop the Chicago offense. It's steamrolling at this point.
He drops back, fakes the handoff, and looks to pass. That will bring up third down.
And the 2-minute warning.
Third and short.
1:57 left on the clock. 3rd and 2 specifically. Shelbyville needs to push back.
Tosses a pass deep over the top to the middle of the field. The home team will use one of their timeouts here. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Chicago accepts the penalty.
Penalties have a way of taking the air out of a team's confidence or momentum.
Especially dumb ones where you basically just handed them yet another
Pitching it
touchdown.
off to number 35. The home team will use their third and final timeout here. That brings up second down.
Shelbyville's burning through timeouts like we burn through underpants, fellas. Well, you do. Yeah.
Hands it to number 35.
And he did not make it in the end zone. They're ruling it not in.
3rd and goal for Chicago.
I mean, at this point, it's embarrassing to be, like, in this position yet again. And we're going to stall the clock out now because, well, I mean, they've got the advantage. Why not capitalize on it? But it's just unbelievable how this has gone so far for it.
Number 14 makes the pitch.
You know,
that brings up 4th down.
With 55 seconds left on the clock.
Lining up for a short field goal.
This game has been a comedy of errors that aren't so funny, to be perfectly honest. Here are your stats on Thumbs McGurk. And we're going to run down that clock a little bit more. Thumbs, 4 tackles, 1 sack.
The kick is made. It's good. They convert from 19 yards out. Chicago widens the gap a bit with that score. 17-7.
The offense is really moving out in front of this matchup.
I mean, at this point...
Copeland kicks it away. Taken
this time,
at the
Harvey
9,
has it.
Dodging the defender. Tackled after a return of 14.
Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
I mean, who's to say what they're going to do here? A Hail Mary pass, try to run it some more, but running clearly hasn't worked.
He throws one. The pass is intercepted by number
3rd
56.
interception this game.
It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback bounces back after that pick. The away team will be looking to turn that turnover into some points here.
Yeah, they're going to run the clock down, fellas. They're not going to...
There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects things.
Offsides against the defense, of course.
Chicago accepts the penalty.
As a defender, you have to be smart and realize the quarterback may try to draw you offsides.
This is bad to have a penalty at this point. And he takes a knee.
Gets us to 2nd down.
He takes a knee and they'll run the clock out, and that's the ball game, everyone.
2nd down for Chicago. It's that time again to select the Mike Steele stud of the game. Mike, who do you have for us today?
You know, Dave, today was a tough choice for me. In the end, I've got to go with Potter for the away team. He clearly was the most influential player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, if you enjoy the heck out of, guys that steamroll the field, roll 110 yards, sure, he's fan-friggin-tastic. But that wasn't happening. Not today. Hey, everybody, I'm still alive. It took me a bit to get motivated. But my disability was rejected by the judge. And I'm numb. And daily devotionals will return tomorrow. I'm not bailing on that, but it changes things just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, anyway, we're playing some Axis today and adding a little play-by-play commentary to be a bit humorous, I guess. And last game I spectated. This time, I think we're going to take a more active role. We are the Shelbyville support staff. And this game, we're taking on the Pittsburgh Ironhawks. Yeah, let's see if I can do better than the computer did, because clearly not. I suppose I should switch scenes. There it is. They want me to press my button. I'll show you a button. Never mind. So here we go. Let's see if I can do any better. This thing has some controls that I don't like, and it's not immediately obvious what I'm supposed to do. My quarterback is Joel Harvey. My wide receiver of choice, Anson Guyton. And we got Stephen Hawk. Or Hoke, I guess. So, let's do it. Let's do it up like champs.
Welcome, football fans, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. For everyone here at the Access Sports Network, my name is Dave Stevens, alongside analyst Mike Steele.
I'm looking at coaching staffs today, Dave. Two coaches who aren't afraid to play ball. Deep passes, trick plays, jailbreak blitzes. We're sure to see them all today.
Mike, you know, I wonder if the crowd here isn't thinking the exact thing. Well, let's get right to the action. And he's brought down after a return of 11.
So, let's do some defense, shall we? I like messy defenses because it keeps people out of my zone.
Pittsburgh will begin the drive from the 29.
See, now this X doesn't do anything.
Number 5 makes the pitch.
Okay, I see what happened there. I was
That
trying to
brings
control
up
something.
second
That
down.
wasn't me. So we're Pittsburgh has the ball right now. The support staff on defense.
He flings a pass off to the left.
Nail his ass. There we go.
Third down.
We're going to have to get a little bit more complicated with our coverage.
Third down.
I don't know what happened there, but we're going to put a stop to it.
Hands it
Guys
to
have
number
been
36.
See,
Broken
now,
tackle.
guys, you got to stop
First
that
down.
running game. So this means we should go to a more direct approach. So we're going to do something a little bit that crashes the lines and makes them not so confident in their running play.
Tackled near the line by Burton. Second down.
Let's do it again. We need to shove that ball down their throat so they stop running plays, because that is a weakness for us. So we got to shut it down.
The QB pitching it out. And
Back
he's
down again,
tackled.
another 2 yards. Kablam! That makes us 3rd and 14. Hey ho hey. They might go for a pass now, so we should probably go for something that protects the passing game. And get Thumbs out there because he's going to make a difference.
And he's tackled up near the line by Lauren. That brings up 4th down.
Look
a
at that.
Conservative run call on 3rd and long. You don't want to unnecessarily take any risks there and end up in a situation that's difficult to recover from.
Taken
Hope's got
at
it.
the 21-yard line.
Jeepers. No mercy at all. So, before we were doing running games and getting nowhere. Now we're going to mix
The
it up.
away team will start from the 29. Harvey dropping back. Breaking free. Sanchez
Why didn't he throw?
cutting through blockers. The sack. That will be a loss of 1. Second down.
I don't know
Two
why he didn't
receivers
throw.
for
That
the
was
away
weird.
team. And he's off.
He won't throw the ball. That's
That
problematic.
gets us to 3rd down.
That's a bit problematic. He needs to throw the ball.
Harvey signals out to adjust the route. A penalty marker on the play. He turns it upfield.
He's not passing, and I don't
we'll
know
see
why.
if that holds up after the penalty.
Oh, I think I know why.
The away team takes the penalty.
We can debate rules up here all day, but that one was pretty clear-cut. He really disrupted the receiver's route.
Steps into the pocket, sets his feet and throws. Incomplete.
And that didn't quite go the way, but we figured out how to throw the freaking ball. My
Lining up
word.
on second down.
So you throw, hit that, and then go.
Tosses the ball. The pass falls harmlessly.
So that's just
to
throwing the
ground.
ball away. See, now this is a problem. So what we got to do is we got to figure out why in the hell this is going on. Hot route, play, audible, etc. Right. Slide, spin, offense, pass controls. Move pass circle, aimed passes. Oh, we have aimed passing on, folks. That's bad. I don't like aimed passing because I'm terrible at it. Icon it is. Sorry about that. Now maybe we'll get somewhere worth going. We can't keep losing though.
He
This
drops
is
back, throws,
and there we
past
go.
the first down.
Now we're
And
throwing
they
the
can't
ball.
connect.
I mean, we
Incomplete.
wasted it, but what are we on the 40? You think I could pull a field goal from here? What am I? 4th and 10 on the 40-yard line. Oh, we're gonna
The
do
away
punt.
team comes out in punt formation.
We're gonna try to make it
away.
a. Oh, and he missed it. We got to force them into the passing game through hopelessness.
Number 5, pitching it out. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects things. The Iron Hawks will accept the penalty.
Penalties have a way of taking the air out of a team's confidence or momentum.
That wasn't helpful. And this is happening
1st and 10.
far too frequently. They got killed on penalties and interceptions last game.
Number 5 hands it off. That brings up 2nd down. Second down and long.
Aimed passing. Who's aiming? You ever seen a guy use
That
the
will bring
toilet?
up 3rd down.
We can't aim. So we're now 3rd and 14, and I still don't trust this guy, so we're going to go with a
Third down
cover
and long.
with some aggressive front end, but they've got to stop the running game because they love this
The
running game.
QB steps back into the pocket,
Into a
and
pass.
it's off.
It was blocked. Blocked.
Francis punts it away. The return man takes the punt. Tackled after a return of 22.
Absolutely brilliantly done. Now let's
The
get
away
that
team
ball
will
moving.
begin the drive from the
Nobody-
47.
Nobody scored anything at this point. Both teams are just kind of kicking around in the darkness, and they haven't had an answer for each other.
Quarterback to pass. Throws the ball up beyond the first down.
Made a yard.
That will bring up 2nd down.
Let's do some corner striking. Let's see if we can't get that ball someplace.
Throws deep, and it's picked
Oh,
off by
no.
number 25.
You have to be smarter with the football. You can't just force it into coverage like that. Bad pass by the QB there. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this drive following that turnover.
That was awful. That was
He hands
embarrassing.
it to number 36.
But he did manage to stop it. They only gained 4 yards on that one. So let's really stack it up and just let them have it full
Coming
both
out
barrels.
in a 3-receiver set. The running back takes the carry.
Not today, Satan.
That will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down.
Look at that. Thumbs McGurk with 4 tackles.
The quarterback drops back. He throws one. It's caught by number 80.
That would
4th down.
hurt. Did you see where
The
he
deep pass
landed?
just wasn't open on that play. Now, the D will have to go to work to get the ball back.
He punts it away. Taken at the 23. That signals the end of the first quarter. Both teams still sitting at 0.
Steve just power sliding with the ball. I don't think that's what he meant to do, but he did it, so
the away team starts the drive from the 27.
I guess this is where we're going now.
Harvey drops back. Harrod makes the catch. That will bring up second down.
They gotta move this ball.
Harvey steps back into the pocket.
Oh!
Third down.
He just stalled. I think maybe he fell asleep. They gotta let these players get some sleep once in a while. Short.
The quarterback sees something in the defense. The pass connects with number 85.
Eric Dudley making the catch and really upping up their yardage. Fantastically done.
Harvey lining up under center. Number 48
with
on the carry.
Sweat.
That brings up second down.
Anson just not making it happen with that play. He kind of
down.
He got stuffed by the defense. Just they were waiting for it.
Rockets one.
We're 3rd and 6.
Third down.
We got to move that ball, and we got to move it downfield. If they don't move the ball into scoring position so they can at least put a field goal on the board.
Tosses a pass near the middle of the field. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
What the hell?
Here's the kick.
Will it make it? No.
And it will fall short of the uprights.
They need a better kicker for sure, because that guy not bringing it to the table. My
First
word.
down.
The strategy here has to be to keep bringing the pressure.
Quickly back near the 35-yard line. Second down.
Jimmy Bag of Donuts taking that one. Heck of a hitter right there. Neither of these teams can move the ball against each other.
Quarterback to pass. Sets his feet and throws.
Wow.
That'll be enough for the first down.
He caught the ball under pressure, but
first down.
Getting that close to scoring range is not good for Shelbyville.
Shakes off the defender.
They're going to have to return to an attack and just getting right down that center and putting pressure on that runner, because that's what's stopping him today.
He tosses it to the runner. And he's brought down. That will bring up third down.
They're going to have to, they're going to have to keep doing that.
Third down.
But keep an eye for that pass, because if you focus too much on that front line.
Hands it to number 33.
Sometimes it's a good strategy to play the field position game.
It's hard to
Get
say
yards
when
you can, and hope for a good stop on defense so you can give it another go closer to the end zone.
They're trying for the field goal.
And the kick will fall short. No good.
57-yard attempt. I think at this point they should
Setting up shop from the 40.
They should really try to swarm with some wide receivers to see if they can.
Steps back into the pocket. The pass is intercepted. And he's tackled.
Number 83 made a real heads-up play there, Dave. He got his hands up just at the right time. The offense has a chance to pick up some free points here after that turnover.
Whatever just happened, it was an absolute travesty, my word.
Number 5, dropping back, finds a target. Sparks makes the catch. Second down.
Casey was Johnny on the spot, ready to take him down if he was going to try something, but he just kind of ran out of bounds.
Second play of the drive. Number 5, back to pass, Pittsburgh with the play action. That gets us to third down.
And a loss of 8 yards.
Third play of the drive for Pittsburgh.
With 3rd and 18.
Finds a target deep over the middle. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
And Shelbyville's got to start protecting now against the pass. They forced him here. Now they need to get in where they can.
Lines up with 2 backs in the backfield.
They've got to get in where they can cover for the pass, but also keep pressure on.
That will bring up second down. The away team lines up with 5 defensive backs.
And we have the 2-minute warning now.
The running back takes the handoff.
Nailed.
That gets us to third down.
That'll be Jimmy Bag of Donuts with that one. 3rd and 9 resulting. Nelson's up, ready to go. Runner in motion.
He can't make the catch.
Sometimes you have to have that gunslinger mentality and take a shot to keep the defense on their toes. It didn't work out that time, but it will still let the D know that this QB isn't afraid to test them deep.
So 3 points are on the board for Pittsburgh.
Bennett sends this one into the end zone. Harvey catches the kickoff. Dodges the defender. Makes the return up to the 26-yard line.
This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession.
Tosses the ball.
You know, Dave, you can only go from first down to first down so many times before it turns into points on the board.
Dudley made that reception. 2 receptions, 42 yards.
Throws one. Out pass.
Short pass down the
marker.
center. Dixon, though, stalls.
Second down.
But he still moved the ball. We're 2nd and 6. See if they can make them do a little bit of guesswork this time around. You don't want to become too predictable.
The handoff is taken by number 48. Finally stopped up near the 32.
That's a well-executed run to move the chains.
Let's see what they do on first down.
Anson Guyton 17 rushing yards so far.
Harvey
Hell of a
back
job.
to pass.
Lobbed up there.
Incomplete.
No reception, unfortunately, but
Lining up on second down.
Harvey's been Johnny on the spot and making some pretty passes.
He drops back to pass. Makes the catch. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
Deep strikes for scores is so disheartening to a defense.
That was Stephen Hoke with the touchdown. Unbelievably done. I mean, poetic, practically ballet.
There's the kick. It's good. The away team, and that brings us to the end of the second quarter. The away team with the edge so far, 7-3.
Just beautiful how at the end of the game they managed to finally put some points on the board and jump ahead. Let's see what the next half brings.
Pittsburgh out to kick off. The kick sails deep.
Harvey's got
takes
it,
the
and he's
kickoff.
ready.
Makes the return up to the 21-yard line. Let's head down to Emma Adams on the field. Emma, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Dave. I talked with the coach for Pittsburgh during halftime. The running lanes for the other team are few and far between right now, and he said it's a result of a great week of practice. This is an old-school coach who values hard work and discipline, and it's being shown out there on the field. Dave, Mike, there's not a whole lot of X's and O's to be analyzed here. Just one team that appears to have wanted it more than the other. Back to you.
Emma, thank you. He drops back. He flings a pass. And he's brought down by Scott. That will move the chains.
The safeties down there are licking their chops, Dave. They can't wait to lay into him the next time he comes across the middle.
He ran to the middle because that's where they weren't. So, lick all the chops you want.
Breaking away from the defense. The runner steps out of bounds. That'll be enough for the first down.
Back-to-back first downs really has an impact on the crowd, too.
1st and 10 on the 29. Shelbyville pressing their advantage.
Harvey dropping back. The pass connects with number 48. That'll be enough for the first down. First down.
Gonna have to keep them guessing too. I mean, if you keep throwing predictable games, then what you end up with is no strategy. Was that too
Finds
Madden?
a
I
target,
felt like that was too
and it's
Madden.
caught for a touchdown.
Simple X's and O's. And in this case, the offense just found a weakness in the D and got rewarded with 6 points.
And that was beautiful. Eric Dudley with the touchdown, making it happen, and just fantastically
the away team
played.
lines up for the PAT. Go! Sanchez makes the kick. It's good. The away team widens their lead. 14-3.
In many ways, this one was not the game we expected, Dave. But certainly, this type of lead has made a statement.
Nickel takes the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 18.
Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
Now they're going to have to tear it up starting now because they're on the losing end.
Finally taken down up at the 48. That'll be enough for the first down.
And Shelbyville's going to have to stop allowing them to get yardage on the rushing game because that's where they get hurt on these games. And they're going to have
Let's
to break
see what
out.
they do on first down.
They're going to have to break out the tried and true plays that stop steamrolling offense, but do it early.
He tosses it to number 36. That gets us to second down. Third play of the drive for the Iron Hawks. He drops back to pass.
Whoa!
Across the first down line. That brings up a crucial third down. Third down.
With 5 to go. Shelbyville trying to stop that running game. Their arch nemesis, man in motion.
The quarterback tosses one out. He breaks the tackle. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
This line today, regardless of who is in the backfield, they're making it a point to create those running lanes.
4 wide receivers for the Iron Hawks. He drops back. He makes the throw. The runner shakes off the tackle.
What the heck?
The tackle is made by number 97, second down.
He tried to move the chains, but I don't think he quite got there that time. Shelbyville did manage to put a bit of a stop to it, but these guys are moving that ball. If they...
Number 5 drops back. Pulled in by number 36. A fresh set of downs for the offense. Number 5, handing it off. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's one way not to worry about converting on third down. Just get it done on the first down.
Shelbyville's got to stop this now before it becomes a problem for them.
Dropping back. He sets up and throws. And he's brought down.
And now he's first and goal.
Ninth play of the drive. Go! Number 5, handing it off. Second down. 10th play of the drive for the Iron Hawks.
And this is the pressure cooker for Shelbyville.
Paul, touchdown!
Great move by the receiver to shake off his defender and grab the short touchdown pass.
Here's the kick. And it's good. Pittsburgh recovered some ground with that score. 14-10.
Barn burner today, Dave. Only one score separates the teams. All it takes is one mistake to determine the outcome of this one.
Bennett kicks it deep. Harvey catches the kickoff. Makes the return up to the 14.
The away team has the chance to make this a 2-score game with this possession.
You know what they'd be crazy to try is a Hail Mary pass right now when they've got 1st and 10 with 2:09.
Harvey back to pass.
Oh, look at that.
He can't bring it in.
Well, that was an oops.
Second down.
They used to work in old versions of Madden. You could Hail Mary and almost always nail it. It was kind of funny.
Throws the ball. He can't bring it in.
Now we break out the sneak. So let's do that just that very thing.
Right,
since they're so confident we're going to pass on every play.
the quarterback decides to run.
Sometimes it's a good strategy to play the field position game. Get yards when you can and hope for a good stop on defense so you can give it another go closer to the end zone.
Paul takes the punt. Tackled after
Probably
a return
wasn't.
of 8.
The offense has to feel good about where they are. They're down by a single score and are in control of what happens next.
Pittsburgh will start from the 50.
How do they do?
He takes the ball. He dodges away.
This Wilkinson guy.
That will bring up second down.
Holy freaking garanimals. That guy can steamroll. He is hard to stop.
Second and short. Steps into the pocket. The quarterback. Fumble. He's brought down by Mathis.
Dave, it's just so simple. Protect the football. Sadly, we have so many examples where players just don't do that properly. The offense will be looking to turn that turnover into points on this drive.
Number 48 on the carry. Finally brought down up at the 8. That will move the chains.
I would say that Anson wasn't having it in that play. He's like, I'm getting to the goal line. And it appears that that's exactly what he decided to do. I mean, we're spitting distance. They can feel that stuff.
Taken by number 48. That will bring up second down. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. The away team up so far, 14-10, second and goal. Fakes the handoff and looks to pass.
Oh!
And he's brought down up at the 5, third down.
So close.
Harvey lining up under center. Harvey with the handoff.
Oh! Just not
Fourth down.
able to deliver.
The offense was expecting heavy pass coverage over the top and wisely ran the ball to pick up a few yards.
The kick is up, and it's good. The away team widens their lead, 17-10.
The offense is happy to get a score there, but I think they would have rather come out of that situation with more points.
Nickel takes the kick, and he's brought down after a return of 21.
If the offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
Well, again, it's going to come down to that running play, and if Shelbyville can stop
Number
it.
36 takes the ball. That brings up second down. Second and short.
Look at this. Carl Wilkinson, 40 yards rushing.
The QB drops back, throws a pass near the middle of the field. The ball falls to the ground, incomplete. Quarterback to pass. Bauer makes the reception.
Oh, boy. You hate to see this.
And he steps out close to the 7. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
That's disappointing. And now they're going to have to really bring the noise.
He pitches the ball to the runner. He steps in.
I guess we're not even going to try to stop him.
X's and O's. And in this case, the offense just found a weakness in the D and got rewarded with 6 points.
Bennett on the kick. And it's good.
And we have a tie game.
Here comes the kicking team. Bennett boots this one into the end zone. Harvey takes the kick, makes the return up to the 10-yard
What was that?
line. Setting up shop from the 10. Harvey drops back. He flings a pass. Taken down up at the 13-yard line.
The safeties down there are licking their chops, Dave. They can't wait to lay into him the next time he comes across the middle.
Yeah, well, that was 2 missed opportunities, so they can lick all the chops they want.
Quarterback to
I would
pass.
cook them first.
A penalty marker on the play. He can't make the catch. Let's see what the call on the field is. Pittsburgh accepts the penalty.
As we look back at it, he really did get that arm in there, so it's clear to see why they made the call.
Second
They're gonna-
down and long.
They're going to have to get that ball out of that end zone
Play action pass.
ASAP.
Incomplete pass. Quarterback to pass. Complete. Tackle made. That'll be enough for the first down.
Man, good job on Joel Harvey picking out the Hail Mary pass to get him out of that end zone and accomplish 1st and 10. He's going to want to move that ball.
One back in the backfield for the offense. Quarterback to pass. Grabbed out of the air by number 89. That brings up second down.
$15 out of 25 completions, 177 passing yards.
Harvey looking to pass. First down.
Well done. Just really moving that ball, because we're going to have to bump that score up if they want to win in the next 5 minutes.
The handoff is taken by number 48.
Not bad with some picking up 5 rushing yards.
Steps into the pocket, throws one deep off to the right side. And he's brought down around the 32-yard line. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
You got to love Hoke's reaction. He just stopped like, holy crap, I caught the bastard. Got to love the punchy attitude nature of this team.
1st and 10. Makes the throw out past the first down marker.
Dixon nailed.
That brings up second down.
The safety came over late to talk with the DB. Breakdowns in coverage like that just can't keep happening.
He drops back, makes the throw, and it's
Oh,
intercepted
no.
by number 24.
And he's got an open field with no one to stop him, folks.
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
Pick sixes are especially difficult on quarterbacks because they have to get right back out there and try to put that mistake behind them. We'll see if that has a lasting effect.
It's good. Pittsburgh moves into the driver's seat. 24-17.
There's not much time left on the clock. The offense will have one good shot to retake the lead.
Bennett kicks a deep one into the end zone. Harvey takes the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 11.
If the offense
I've gotta
can
stop
drive
hitting
down
that
the field
flipper
and
button
get
'cause
some
that's
points
clearly
here,
an issue.
I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
The away team starts the drive from the 10-yard line.
So, where are my hot routes?
Harvey looking to pass, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Boy, this is really disappointing for Shelbyville. They were doing so well, and then Yeti just took a big dump all over the stadium.
Dixon makes the completion. That gets us to third down.
Sean Dixon made the completion, but unfortunately didn't move the ball anywhere.
He drops back, throws. It's caught by number 83.
It's not always the wide open guys you throw to. The later in the progression you get, the more you gotta thread the needle.
A fresh set of downs for the offense.
We had the 2-minute warning, so there are 2 minutes left to go. Pittsburgh right now, they're winning.
He steps back to pass. Caught. And he stopped up at the 25-yard line. Second down. Harvey back to pass. Makes the reception. That will move the chains. The away team will use their first time out here. A fresh set of downs for the offense.
Boy, this is disappointing, and you hate to see them be in this position again where they're just not able to get those points that they need. It's so frustrating.
He sets up and throws. The ball falls to the ground. Incomplete. Seven, play of the drive for the away team. Drops back into the pocket, sends a pass way down the field, and he can't reel it in.
Now we go for it.
Let's see what the call is on third down.
The call is, let's do it.
Quarterback to pass, throws it, grabbed out of the air by number 48. That will move the chains. Harvey dropping back, snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down.
Giving up those yards so quickly. Even the mascot looks frustrated with the defensive.
Well, let's see if the mascot can have an aneurysm before the end of the day. That'll be fun to watch. Bring out the ambulance. Watch as terror ensues. Yeah, that's a solid play.
Harvey dropping back. Dixon with the catch.
Well done.
That brings up second down. Second and short. Harvey back to pass. Throws a pass across the first down line. That will move the chains. He drops back to pass. He sends one. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
Boy, that was close, and you got 1 minute left to make something happen. You have to ask yourself, what is it they're going to do to make this go down?
13th play of the drive for the away team. Throws it high over the center of the field, and he can't reel it in. Mike, you know what time it is? We're all anxious to hear who you've got as the stud of the game. Who is it?
I've got to go with number 36 for the home team. The other team couldn't handle him today.
Wilkinson. Wilkinson's the guy that's lighting the world on fire. Whoa, whoop-de-doo. Because of course he is, you know. Unbelievable. Can you, I mean, just to think, you know, that anything, really. Next game is with the Cleveland Coyotes. Which means what exactly? It means that we're in trouble. Let's go into coach mode for this one because I'm hungry and I'm going to manufacture food-like things that are edible. So we're going to do ready. Oh boy, guys, I still don't know what to do about this. I mean, the fact that I reached this point with disability, it's got my head, you know, spinning, which is why I'm kind of escaping today. Let's do some football. Today it's Cleveland at Shelbyville. So this is a home game. Home game!
Welcome, football fans, to this matchup in the Axis Football League. My name is Dave Stevens, and I'm joined, as usual, by Mike Steele.
Thanks, Dave. I'm particularly excited for today's matchup. I just have a feeling that it's going to be a special game.
Mike, you know, I wonder if the crowd here isn't thinking the exact thing. It'll certainly be exciting to see how things unfold today, Mike. The kick is off. Number 82 takes the kickoff.
And support staff sort of stopped him, I guess. They better bring that defense because that running game always comes back. And it's a nightmare constantly for them.
Number 1, pitching it out. A penalty flag on the field. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. The home team accepts the penalty.
Most holding penalties are the result of poor positioning by the blocker, where they use their hands to compensate for being out of position.
Hands it to number 2. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Long runs like that are caused by the defense getting sucked into the box and not properly pursuing across the field. The next thing they see is the runner shooting past them for the score.
Hugh makes the kick. It's good. Cleveland striking first. 7-0.
The first touchdown of the day creates huge momentum. It makes the other team feel like they're working uphill.
The kick's away. Harvey catches the kickoff. Breaking free. Makes the return up to the 29.
This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession.
But with Shelbyville, they've got to mix up their plays because the defense starts guessing their strategy, and that's bad news.
Number 48 on the run. Harvey makes the pitch. He makes the pitch.
A 1st and 10.
Let's see what they do on first down.
Now that they've managed to get one, casting a little
He drops
uncertainty.
back to pass. Number 14 makes the reception.
Nice. That was impressive because they actually bounced Steve Hoke back a few yards and he still managed to take them back.
Harvey gives it away. That brings up a crucial third down.
They're inches from
Third down and short.
that first down. Just crash that line.
Harvey gives it away. A penalty flag on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Cleveland will accept the penalty.
Some would argue that taking a holding penalty is better than a sack.
Third down.
So they got to do the whole play over again because of a stupid move.
Number 47 on the carry. Tackled near the line.
That's a safe play on third down. When you've got a long way to go, sometimes you're better off just picking up a few yards and kicking it.
It's frustrating for Shelbyville because these penalties are going to be the death of them every game.
The punt's away. And the punt sails into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
The away team can make this a two-score game with a nice drive and finish here. Let's see if they can execute.
Shelbyville's got to predict that running or passing game.
Eluding defenders.
Second and 4. Shelbyville shimmies on up to the line. No doubt thinking about hot
Pitching it off
peanuts.
to number 2. That will bring up first down.
A successful rushing attack makes the defense pull that eighth man into the box, which then opens up the passing game.
39-yard line.
Number 1 makes the handoff. Second down.
Second and 13. They pushed him back 3 yards with that one. Shelbyville showing signs of life.
He turns it upfield.
John Nelson with another tackle and some lossage.
Third down and long.
6 yards they've been pushed back by Shelbyville's defense.
Pass complete to number 11.
Doesn't make
This is a
it.
wideout that we've constantly seen play fearless. He knew he was in the heart of the defense and still focused to reel in that pass.
Do they press their advantage and try to crash the line or kick it?
Murray punts it away.
That answers that
The
question.
punt lands out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
If the offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
First and 10 happens on their own 20.
He makes the throw past the first down. The ball falls to the ground, incomplete.
Harvey had him deadlocked, but the ball just didn't
Second
make the
play
trip.
of the drive for the home team.
Jeez, would you stop interrupting me, you jackass? My word. Here, have some peanuts. Snack on these for a bit.
Steps into the pocket. Makes the catch.
Good enough for a first and 10 on the 30. Harvey, 2 out of 3 completions.
Harvey makes the pitch. Tackled near the line. That gets us to second down.
You can't run where the guys are.
Cleveland comes out with 5 DBs.
You got to run where the guys aren't.
Harvey drops back. The pass is intercepted by number 27.
You can always tell when a player makes a mistake. He's walking off the field as far from the head coach as possible. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this drive following that turnover.
A flag on the play. Let's see what the call on the field is.
Holding against the offense.
The home team takes the penalty.
Whenever a blocker uses their hands to hook, grab, or pull a defender like that, it's going to be a holding call.
They also kind of look like a spoiled brat when they do crap like that.
He hands it to the runner. That gets us to second down.
I'm going to pull your pants down. That'll stop you.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Coyotes with the edge so far, 7-0.
Shelbyville has got to open up some scoring opportunities today. Not after CSI, not after breakfast, today. Let's see what they do.
Pitches it out to number 2, shakes off the defender. Third down. A crucial third down for the offense. Number 2 takes the handoff. A penalty flag on the field. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Cleveland takes the penalty.
Discipline goes a long way when it comes to avoiding costly penalties.
1st and 10. Quarterback to pass. Number 82 makes the reception. That will bring up second down.
2nd and 5 specifically.
Second down. He takes the ball. Brought down almost immediately.
Leaving 3rd and 5. One more stop.
Third down.
And they're only facing a field goal.
Number 2 on the carry.
That running game.
It's almost like he can walk these first downs. I'm looking for a personnel change on this defense.
And now we're on the goal line, and Shelbyville has got to
Fakes
stop
the
the
handoff.
advance. There he goes again, interrupting me.
He is sacked by number 58.
Jimmy Bag of Donuts with the sack.
2nd and goal for Cleveland. The QB tucks it in and runs. That brings up a crucial third down.
Oh, heck, I say send Jimmy Bag of Donuts in
Third and
there.
goal.
Let him stuff them and stuff them and stuff them, and then they won't get through that line. But you got to do it.
Touchdown!
And that's not going to do it.
You could tell the defense respected the offense's ability to throw smart passes. That run caught them by surprise a bit, and they weren't able to prevent the touchdown.
Here's the kick. It's good. Cleveland widens their lead. 14-0.
Don't let the score fool you, fans. This has been a very physical game, and it's really taken its toll.
Yeah, it has.
The kick is off.
Harvey
takes the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 12.
The home team has dug themselves into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to regain some of that on this drive.
2 touchdowns and 2 field goals unanswered.
Harvey back to pass.
You can't play that kind of football if you want to win.
Throws it. And it's picked off by number 51.
Harris did a fantastic job of reading the quarterback's eye and jumping on that route. The defense has a chance to come up big. If they can force a punt after that turnover, it'll give the entire team a boost of confidence.
Those interceptions are going to kill him.
He takes the ball. Stopped before he could break loose. Second down.
You know, throwing into traffic, know where the traffic's heading before you throw that ball. You know, don't just throw it into gridlock.
He pitches the ball to the runner. That gets us to third down. Third and long. There's a penalty marker on the field. Makes the catch. And he's in for the score. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The Coyotes will turn down the penalty.
That's
they
one way
scored
to
a
rack
touchdown.
up fantasy points. You get a lot of passing yards, receiving yards, and a touchdown all in the same play.
Plus, great insurance.
Hugh makes the kick. And it's good. Cleveland widens the gap a bit with that score. 21-0.
That score is important as it is now creates a 2-possession lead for the away team.
Hugh sends it off. Harvey catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 28.
Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
They've been outperformed on offense and defense. They just haven't been there with any kind of response.
Second down and short. Number 48 takes the carry. That will move the chains.
Another first down, Dave. I tell you, this sets up the play action so well.
First down. That will bring up second down.
Second and
Tight
2.
end right for the home team.
Do not choke on this one. You'll be the laughing stock. And he choked.
Third down.
Unbelievable.
Third down and short.
Third and short, all they got to do is make it. That's been their
Harvey
biggest
back to
problem.
pass. Number 47 makes a nice catch. Cleveland takes their first timeout.
You see that play? He just couldn't make it. They're literally right there. They could dive over the line and get their first down.
Harvey back to pass. Snagged out of the air by number 88.
I know it's hindsight now, Dave, but you have to wonder what would have happened if they hadn't converted there. These plays can often determine the outcome of the game.
Not a high-risk situation. They're at the other end of the field.
Quarterback to pass. Throws one. The ball falls to the ground. Incomplete.
He threw like he was under pressure and missed his target. He's got to calm down when he's throwing that ball.
Second down. Dropping back.
And for the first time today, Shelbyville is at the goal. Inches from a touchdown.
Quarterback to pass. Throws one. He makes the catch in the end zone for a touchdown.
That's a nice, quick pitch and catch for the touchdown.
The home team lines up for the PAT. It's up. It's good. The home team eats away at the lead a bit. 21-7.
The away team needs to get a quick score here to shut this comeback down.
Jeepers, whose side are you on?
Sanchez kicks it. Number 82 takes the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 16.
It's going to take multiple possessions for the defense to get back into this game. I'm expecting a lot of runs on this drive to keep the clock moving.
Dropping back, makes the throw. Carlson makes the reception. Stop by number 97. Cleveland calls timeout. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And they're making
Let's see what they do on first down.
far too much progress when they're.
Quarterback to pass. Makes the catch.
Hey, here we go again.
Touchdown.
He was just in.
Smith saw a gap in the coverage and made a break straight for the end zone.
Because he knew Shelbyville wasn't going to be there with the
is
stop.
set to kick the extra point.
You guys watching the same game I am?
Hugh makes the kick. And it's good. Cleveland widens the gap a bit with that score. 28-7.
We've talked about it a few times, Dave. They're really playing a complete game this go-round.
Hugh boots it. Taken at the 9. And he's brought down after a return of 20.
So much of football is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
And I'll bet if they don't throw any more interceptions, they might start actually scoring.
He throws one out to the right side of the field. Incomplete.
When I played, I'd always look to quickly get the ball back to a receiver after a drop. You want them to get that mistake out of their mind as soon as possible.
Harvey drops back. It's caught by number 85. That will bring up third down. Third and short.
It's again inches to the first down. Crash the lines. They never crash the lines.
Number 85 makes the catch. The home team uses their first timeout. That'll be enough for the first down.
A perfect pass will beat tight coverage every time.
Harvey dropping back. Snagged out of the air.
Anson
The
guiding with the
home
reception.
team will call their second timeout here. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
That play really caught the defense off guard. I'm not sure what they were expecting there on first down, but it wasn't that.
He sets up and intercepted by number 27.
Number 85 did a fantastic job of reading the quarterback's eye and jumping on that route. As an offense, the best way to show appreciation to the defense for forcing a turnover is to go drive down the field and turn it into a score.
Throws it up the middle. He can't bring it in.
Harvey likes to take risks, but throwing into traffic is what's getting him into trouble because he's having a lot of interceptions against him.
Dropping back. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground. That marks the end of the second quarter. Cleveland with the lead so far, 28-7. The kick's away. The kick is caught at the 9-yard line. And he's brought down after a return of 14. Let's go down to our own Emma Adams, who has an update for us.
Guys, I had a chance to discuss the first half with the coach for the home team. He said that he expects the opposing defense to make some major adjustments during halftime. He also said if they didn't, you could expect career days from some of their players. There's obviously no love lost between these two teams. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update, Emma. He steps back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
And some
The
real
secondary's
pretty
down there comparing
passes.
notes. Apparently, they didn't do that in the film room this week.
That was gorgeous and well needed by Shelbyville.
Here's the kick. And it's good. The home team bridges the gap a bit. 28-14.
You look at the lead, and it seems insurmountable, but they're starting to close the gap a bit.
Sanchez kicks it off. The kick is caught at the 14-yard line.
Whoa.
The offense needs to just play it safe here and focus on keeping the ball in their possession as long as possible.
Cleveland looking to get things going from the 25.
It'd be fantastic if Shelbyville could pull away an interception right now.
Drops back into the pocket. He sets up and throws past the first down marker. The ball falls to the ground. Incomplete.
Harvey's thrown so many interceptions that it would be payback for them to throw a couple.
Number 2 on the run.
McGurk is in the house. Thumbs McGurk 4 tackles. Today's game.
Broken tackle. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down up near the 22, 4th down.
I think that's a good call by the coach. There's still a lot of game left, and you don't want to force things and make a mistake here.
The punt's away. Fielded at the 30. Tackled after a return of 7.
The home team has dug themselves into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to regain some of that on this drive.
You have to wonder if it's too late, though.
Play action. Throws it up beyond the first down. And that's enough for a first down.
A good first down for the defense is an incomplete pass or a short run, not another first down. I guess they didn't get the memo.
Shelbyville needs to capitalize on momentum.
Pass complete to number 14. And he crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
The receiver had the jets on from the moment the ball was snapped. He wasn't going to stop until he had that ball in the end zone.
Steve Hoke, amazing play.
There's the kick. It's good. The home team eats away at the lead a bit. 28-21.
The home team pulls it into a one-score game there.
We've got an injured player down on the field. Sanchez kicks it away. Number 82 catches the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 19.
The away team has the chance to make this a two-score game with this possession.
The running back on the carry. Second down. Second play of the drive. Quarterback to pass. He sends one deep off to the left side. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
And you can feel Cleveland starting to quake as Shelbyville is starting to come up from
Third play of
behind.
the drive. He drops back to pass. Throws one. A penalty flag on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects things.
Holding on the
home
offense.
team takes the penalty.
Dave, it really does happen on every play. And being honest, who am I to judge a lineman protecting his quarterback?
He throws one deep down the middle of the field, and he misses his mark.
When it's 3rd and long, sometimes you've got to throw it downfield, even when you know that's exactly what the defense is expecting. It just didn't work out for them at that time.
And now they're going to have to punt.
The punt's away. The return man takes the punt, and he's brought down after a return of 6.
Let's see what the offense can do with this drive. I'm sure they'd love to go down and put an end to this lead they're facing.
Good position on the field to do it from.
Harvey pitching it out. 2nd down. A single back set for the home team.
You got to figure they're on the 41-yard line to start.
Number 48, fumble on the field. He's tackled by Aguilar.
My high school coach would make you carry around a ball for a day during school if you fumble. As an offense, the best way to show appreciation to the defense for forcing a turnover is to go drive down the field and turn it into a score.
Second and 5 for Cleveland.
The quarterback back to pass, breaking away from the defense.
Oh,
And he goes down. That'll be a loss of 12. That brings up a crucial 3rd down.
man, stuffed like ricotta cheese, man. Beautifully done by the Shelbyville support staff.
Number 1, looking to pass. Incomplete pass.
When it's 3rd and long, sometimes you've got to throw it downfield, even when you know that's exactly what the defense is expecting. It just didn't work out for them at that time.
And now 4th and 15, they got a kick.
Murray punts it away. The punt goes into the end zone for a touchback.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
Shelbyville could tie it up and still have the fourth
Harvey
quarter.
dropping back, fakes the handoff, throws the ball, pulled in by number 88.
Sean
That'll
Dixon.
be enough for the first down.
Nothing puts the defense on their heels like a quick first down. It backs them up and keeps them guessing.
Throws one up beyond the first down.
Magnificent. 2nd and 8. Shelbyville.
Harvey will operate from the gun.
Shelbyville has possession.
Harvey drops back, sets his feet and throws. He can't bring it in.
See, Roy's back from injury. Let's see what we got. What's going on now?
Harvey drops back, tosses the ball over the middle. First down.
Amazing job by the receiver to make that catch with defenders breathing down his neck.
The home team with a single back in the backfield.
15 out of 22 completions.
Makes the catch. Good enough for a first down.
That's just beating the defense. They really can't even attack because they keep giving up yardage.
26-yard line. This could be
Number 48 on the carry. That will bring up first down.
Being able to move the ball in the running game, especially when you can pick up a first down, gives you so many options in terms on play calling.
makes the throw close to the line of scrimmage up the middle, and he misses his mark.
He just had to duck out of the way of the defensive line, and he tossed it out of harm's way. He didn't really have a choice in that situation.
The runner breaks out of the tackle. Tackled quickly by number 92, third down.
Somebody should tell Anson he was facing the wrong way. He started running backfield.
Let's see what the call is on third down. The pitch is taken by number 48. That'll bring up fourth down. The third quarter comes to an end. The Coyotes leading 28-21.
Shelbyville has a choice to make now. They're setting up for a field goal.
There's the kick. And he's good from 27 yards out. The home team closes the gap a bit, 28-24.
The away team has a great chance to respond with this drive coming up and make this a two-possession game.
Sanchez kicks it off. Taken at the 11. And he's brought down after a return of 14.
This drive coming up is a good chance for the offense to give themselves a bit of breathing room.
The away team starts the drive from the 26-yard line.
Support staff is ready at the D.
A penalty marker on the play. Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome.
Holding against Felix Favre.
Cleveland accepts the penalty.
Defensive holding is like pass interference, but it occurs before the ball is thrown.
Isn't that the point, to stop the guy?
Steps into the pocket.
And who cares where the
Airs
ball
one
is?
out deep down the center of the field. Incomplete.
There should be a little more chaos in football, you know? Maybe the guy doesn't make it because the guy takes him down before the ball's even in play. Boo-hoo. Prima donnas. Sorry, fellas. Continue.
Number 1, looking to pass, tosses the ball to the right side. A penalty marker on the play.
Face
Let's see
mark
how the
against
penalty
D.
affects things. Cleveland takes the penalty.
Penalties have a way of taking the air out of a team's confidence or momentum.
4 wide receivers for Cleveland.
Shelbyville is going to kill
A flag
themselves.
on the play.
Now Johnny Lawrence. Encroachment.
Cleveland will accept the penalty.
Penalties have a way of taking the air out of a team's confidence or momentum.
You can tell Shelbyville is starting to panic a little
Fifth
bit.
play of the drive for Cleveland.
Encroachment. Holding. This is
He makes the pitch.
bad news, folks.
Good enough for a first down.
A good first down for the defense is an incomplete pass or a short run, not another first down. I guess they didn't get the memo.
Well,
He steps back to pass, fakes the handoff and looks to pass. And it's off. Second down.
second down and 10. And they got Shelbyville up against
The
the wall.
quarterback steps back into the pocket, play action fake, and he can't reel it in.
They throw it out of bounds to stop the clock. Want to know why they want to stop the clock. They've got the
Third
advantage.
down.
Third and 10.
He throws one, and it's off.
So that did nothing for Cleveland.
Lining up for the field goal.
So we're going to go to put 3
There's
more
the
on the
kick.
board.
And he's good from 46 yards out. Cleveland adds another score, 31-24.
We aren't seeing perfect drives here, Dave, but again, we see points on the board.
Hugh kicks this one away. Taken at the 5. Dodges the defender. Makes the return up to the 24-yard line.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
See, again, Harvey trying to run where the people are blocking. Got to not do that and run around. Round.
Steps into the pocket.
Harvey back.
Throws one past the first down marker.
Harris with the reception.
And he's tackled. That will bring up first down.
You know, Dave, you can only go from first down to first down so many times before it turns into points on the board.
Ooh, did you think of that yourself?
Number 48 takes the ball. That brings up second down.
You know, we've seen Guyton run some pretty plays.
Third play of the drive for the home team.
But right now, he's ate up like a soup sandwich.
The runner breaks free.
Again.
Third down.
Running the single back HB dive.
Harvey will operate from the gun.
Which, why? Why are we running that play?
Harvey dropping back. And it's off.
Sometimes you have to have that gunslinger mentality and take a shot to keep the defense on their toes.
Yeah, because
it
now
didn't work out that time, but it will still let the D know that this QB isn't afraid to test them deep.
Charles punts it away.
A 4th and 11.
Number 82 catches the punt, and he's brought down after a return of 5.
The away team has a one-possession lead going into the drive. Let's see what they can do with it.
The away team looking to get things going from the 22-yard line.
Man in motion.
Drops back into the pocket. Smith pulls it in. That will bring up second down.
1 yard. They picked up 1 yard, fellas. 1 yard, and they didn't move it, and the referee's an idiot.
Drops back into the pocket.
Oh, huge loss.
Third down.
McGurk just brought him down.
Third down and long.
They lost 3 or 4 yards on that play.
He decides to keep it himself.
This time the quarterback just sneaks
A penalty
it.
flag on the field. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Cleveland will accept the penalty.
That's a tough break for them there.
Those
A
penalties
fresh set of downs for the offense.
These penalties kill the support staff in every game, and it's their own doing.
Number 1 with the toss. That will bring up second down.
We're streaming the game for
Fifth play of the drive.
Shelbyville, and instead we're going to make fans out of Cleveland.
And he goes down.
Nice.
Sacked back at the 38.
Jimmy Bag of Donuts. Beautiful sack. Third and 16.
The QB hands it off. Fourth down.
The coach showed some wisdom and football knowledge on that call. Take what the defense gives you and live to fight another day.
So now we're back to 41. 4th and 14.
The punt's away.
Hoke
Number 14
catches
takes the kick.
kick.
Makes the return up to the 32-yard line.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
So 1st and 10 on the 33.
He can't make the catch. Well, it looks like we've got an injured player on the field.
Cleveland.
Second down for the offense.
Medina for Cleveland. See if he comes back.
He steps back to pass. A flag on the play. Mathis cutting through blockers. The sack. That will be a loss.
Holding
of
against the
6.
defense.
Let's see what the call on the field is. The home team takes the penalty.
Dave, I think that's one where you know you're beat and you don't want to give up the score. You just hope the coach doesn't get too mad.
He makes the throw. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
You got to capitalize on those penalties against Cleveland. You know,
Tight end right for the home team.
it's good when it happens against
Dropping
them.
back. A flag on the play. He can't make the catch. Let's see what the call on the field
Holding
is.
against the defense.
The home team takes the penalty.
As a QB, I would also throw toward the guys if they told me they had been getting held, just to make sure the refs have an eye their direction.
Throws one up the middle. And he stopped up at the 42-yard line. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
Steve Hoke with the reception.
First down.
Picking up that first down.
Tosses a pass off to the sideline. Second down.
Anson Guyton with the reception. Medina's back from the injury.
Coming out in a 3-receiver set. He steps back to pass. Aguilar grabs the ball out of the air. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
So here we are in end zone territory again.
He flings a picked off. And he's tackled.
This quarterback is a competitor. He wants nothing more than to get right back out there after a poor play like that and have an opportunity to turn things around. As an offense, the best way to show appreciation to the defense for forcing a turnover is to go drive down the field and turn it into a score.
The home team calls the first timeout. Second down.
Those interceptions are the bane of Carthage's existence, or Shelbyville. They just can't afford to keep doing that.
And he's off.
You know, the coach is going to have to do something.
The home team will use their second timeout here. And that's enough for a first down.
Practice those drills. Him throwing into traffic. He can't keep throwing,
Scrambling.
to the other team.
The home team will take their third and final timeout here.
So they've burned through all of them.
Back-to-back
There's a
first
minute
downs
9
really
left.
has an impact on the crowd, too.
Minute 9. And he takes
Second
a knee.
down.
So at this point, they're declaring the victory, and they're running the clock down. Man, Shelbyville came so close. So close. And he takes a knee.
That gets us to third down. That brings an end to the game, and time for us to take a look at the Mike Steele stud of the game. Mike, who are you thinking had the most impact today?
This is a no-brainer for me. I'm going with number 2 for the away team. What an impact he had today.
Wow, that was disappointing, huh, folks? Disappointing. But it is what it is. Whew. Man, it's hot today. 4:14. Can you believe it? I need to stop streaming for a little bit and, go do stuff. But I'll catch you later. Cheers.